Everything's good to go. Systems are all up and running. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Seems like pound yen continued straight up towards 14300. Based on a 4 hour, this is what we were talking about yesterday when we sent the analysis in the Asian session, how this support needs to hold for price to continue up. So this was an amazing swing entry position right here. And we can see here when the 4 hour candle closed above, 140, this was a bit of a retest area, and the next candle just continued moving. I think this was in the after London Open. So perfect. We're coming up now. I think the only reason what I see why it's still trending bullish is because we have interest rates here, and obviously they're going to keep the rates the same. So maybe this move is priced in, right? Just maybe. So we'll have to still wait and see what happens with the news here. What's this, Raja? Are you muted? No, I think your speakers are turned off. Maybe the volume is down, so you got to check that. Let's see here. What does priced in means? Priced in means that when... So let's take a look at this, right? And I'm going to explain slowly what priced in means. So let's say you have news, and news is coming in at 7 a.m. in the morning, right? 7 a.m. in the morning. So they're keeping the rates the same. If they're keeping the rates the same, that means it's good news, right? So whenever it's good news, it means price should continue moving bullish. So that's what priced in means, that if they're anticipating good news, so based on that anticipation, price is still moving bullish, right? But if we look at it on the technical perspective also was stating that, okay, price should eventually start moving bullish because, on the daily time frame, we had this daily candle closing above this area here, and then obviously, we wanted the wick to fill and continue on towards 14300. So priced in, basically, that's what it means. Like, they're anticipating good news. So based on that, price starts moving. If I got one profitable trade for 10 pips, should I take another trade if I'm confident on the next move, or just call it a day? I would call it a day. If you've taken a winning trade in the beginning stages, just call it a day. If you really want to take another trade, take a paper trade. Or if you can risk, let's say, 50% of the profits you made, you can risk that. But also understand that if you lose that next trade, then you're going to lose 50% of your profits. So the idea is to stay in profit for the day. So we got about 22 minutes left for this news. And man, we're going to see what happens over here. I think the rates are going to be kept the same. The only thing that's going to change are these votes, right? So they vote after the rates. So I think these votes should change. That's what they're counting on. So we're going to see what happens here. Any idea why Bitcoin went up that much? I think it's all speculative based on Bitcoin. I mean, there's nothing happening in the crypto world as far as I don't know, but like the only thing I can maybe see is I was talking to this about someone yesterday, and we came to a conclusion that the only reason why crypto is going up is because of our perception. We think crypto is great. People are staying home. They're buying crypto, so that's what's moving it bullish. But other than that, I have no idea how crypto moves. Absolutely no clue, mate. Looks like gold has also moved up. We're creating the support here at 1874. We're creating a resistance up at 1879. It's going to be interesting. In 22 minutes. The move can't be priced in. The interest rates might be priced in, even though they will lower the rates. Oh. Neon gifts. So you think they're going to lower the rates? That's interesting. That is interesting. See, if they were to lower the rates, then price should kind of like, I don't know, or if they will lower the rates, then we're going to have a big fall then. That's what we can anticipate, because if we'll see what happens. But from here, what I can see is that they're keeping the rates the same. I mean, the only way they'll have to lower the rates is if they can pump more money in the economy, because if you're going to pump money in the economy, it's going to increase inflation, and for that you need lower rates. So I don't know if that's happening here.
Morning, rakeel.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, Mac. How are you today?
Feeling good, just a little tired.
Uh-oh. Is the main difference between right now and the first part of year trading wise, trending markets and volatility? No, you know what? The main difference between this month and the previous entire months is because this month you have a lot of things happening, right? You have Brexit happening, you have the virus happening, you have the vaccine optimism, you have you have rates here today, holidays, and in holidays things are on lockdown. So this is a very special month in December. So if you've been taking losses in December, just understand this. It's a very special month. You have to be really, really careful in December. This is the one reason why I'm not trading December, because of all this uncertainty. It doesn't make any sense to bleed out in December and take losses and then come back in January with a broken heart. It doesn't make sense. So you don't gotta let market break your heart here. Just waiting on this news here. We got 19 minutes. We're gonna see what happens. I think if price is gonna remain bullish, we need to respect 140, or even we need to respect like 140, 150, 140, 200. But if we break below 140, there's going to be a clean move going all the way down towards 140, 139, 550. Well, not to like 550, but like I would say 139, 760. I forgot how big this range is. It's like a 50 pip range. Yeah, 46 pip range. Looking left over here. Oh. We got the support area right over here, resistance at around 140, 450, and then we got the next one all the way up over here at 140, 600. So these are the areas where price may tap into if it continues to move bullish, right? So looking on the 1 hour time frame, this is now a range we have. This range is between 140, 300 and 140, 450. Actually, you know what? Now we have a newer range, right? And this newer range is right over here, because this is the area where we broke up before, and now we're coming up to a next resistance at 144.50. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. Let's do a little analysis on Euro JPY and see what's going on. Euro JPY is still ranging. I don't know what they're waiting for. I think the Euro is waiting for Brexit to actually happen. Because if you look at the daily, man, daily's been ranging for 2 weeks. Can you, look at this. It's been ranging for 15 days over here, a little over 2 weeks, right? 15 days. You got support down here. You got resistance up over here. And if you want to measure this range is like 72, 71 pip range. So looking down to the 4 hour time frame, 4 hours, wow, look at this barcodes over here. Candles printing side by side. Whenever you have candles printing side by side, they're barcodes. Barcodes mean ranging, and that means just stay away. But if you look at it from a logical perspective, what we see is that this 1 hour candle is probably creating a support, because it's broken the high over here. So there's a high probability it's going to create a support. And if it's creating a support, there's some sort of a probability for price to maybe continue up towards 126, 270, 250. You got clean range here to the left hand side. But if we break the support, then obviously we can continue down. If the next candle can break below the low of the 1 hour candle. I heard you got the interest rate result already, lad. Yeah, I did, mate, but I'm waiting for the correct time, because if I release it early, lad, then they'll stop giving me the rates. We lose it. Is Max sleeping? No, Max has his eyes shut for a little bit.
No, I'm looking at it.
Oh no. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting here. We got 16 minutes. Y'all missing gains from crypto. That's fine.
Wow.
That's fine. The thing with crypto people is they didn't make any money the whole year And in 1 month since crypto's going up, everyone's back at it. Oh, crypto's going up, crypto's going up. Man, you just gotta focus on one thing. You focus on one thing and everything's gonna be just alright. Crypto is a long-term game. You wanna hold, you hold it for like years. You know, it's not like when it starts moving, you start getting into it. No. I know a lot of people who really got smashed on crypto. My buddy, he bought crypto when it was at 19,000 and he messaged me yesterday, bro, crypto is back. I'm like, man, you held for a year and a half, so you deserve to be happy. Guy put in 10,000 and he's like, man, it's gonna continue going. So after a year and a half, it's back. Do you recommend any backtesting software? Yes. I recommend this software over here, Soft for FX. I recommend this software here. It's really good for backtesting. The only regret I have is, no, you know what? It's a really good software, but you can only use it on MetaTrader 4 and on Windows, no MacBooks. So if you got a MacBook, you're shit out of luck. You can't use it. But on MetaTrader 4, it works perfectly fine. You know, there's a big market opportunity. There's a big money-making opportunity when it comes to the software. This is not available for MetaTrader 5. Right? It's not available for MetaTrader 5. The guy who made it, he can't code as well on MetaTrader 5 as he can on MetaTrader 4. So if someone can come up with this on MetaTrader 5, man, this is a huge money-making opportunity. It's a big money-making opportunity. If someone's a coder, knows how to code, knows trading, candles, get this done. You know, he said that MetaTrader 5 offline charts doesn't work, so I guess that's the point. Well, there has to be a way around it. Has to be a way around it. What's soft FX for? It's to backtest. Creating a software from zero without MetaTrader, there is one, but damn expensive. Yeah, there are some companies that charge for liquidity, so I think that's the only issue there. But if someone can get that for MetaTrader 5, I think they'll do really well. This guy was smart because he sold 10 licenses for $100. And then once he saw that everyone was buying it, he decreased the licenses to 2 licenses. You know, I remember when we started to do the simulation sessions on YouTube, that's when it really got picked up. Because I bought 10 of them. There are other guys who bought 5, 6, you know. So people actually bought these licenses and then they resold the licenses for $20 a pop because they bought it for like $10. This pound interest rate will impact gold USD? Probably not. I don't think so. It shouldn't impact gold USD. It will not impact gold. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, it won't. Generally, it won't. If it will, maybe it's going to be a small spike here and there, but nothing significant. How do I manage my emotions in trading? Please help me. The best way to manage emotions in trading is to just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. You take a win, you call it a day. You take a loss, you call it a day. You learn from it. But if you take that loss and you take another trade and then you get emotional about it, and then things just go all out of whack, you know. So just gotta focus on 1 or 2 trades.
Hey, Raja, can you please zoom out so I can see real quick where you have these key levels set up for the GJ?
Yes. So you just have to, yeah, looking left over here and then up over here.
I just try to compare some of the places that I put with yours, and I'm always wondering, why am I off?
Oh.
Like, what do I see that, you know, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. So what you got to do is you got to send a chart. Because if we don't see your charts, we don't know what you're doing. Right?
You're right.
Yeah. Because the reason I have my chart here is so that everyone can see what I'm doing. And sometimes I make mistakes and people point it out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. And at that point, then I get better. You know, so the more you share charts, more we see, people see, and then slowly and surely you start to get better and better.
Aye,
Yes, sir. All right, let's take a look over here. This is maybe wait for support above 1.72940 and then take a buy. I think this zone, because VIX can make problems with this zone. Yeah, that's true. You could probably wait for some sort of a support to form, consolidation, and then you can see price moving up, because now the thing is, like, this whole area is a consolidation area, so we don't know whether price is going to come up here to reject or what. But you're right, if it does come up, starts rejecting, then that would mean there's still probability for price to continue moving up. We also had some CAD news here today. No CAD news, just pound. Which place is the next live session in April? We're not sure. Still waiting on the green lights to travel and stuff.
Yeah.
Hello.
I just got my magic key.
Oh, you're so happy. Awesome, man.
Finally.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Look at concepts before, and then everything.
Could you check my thoughts? Okay, so 30-minute support. So we gotta break the support to continue down. You got the 4-hour wick fill up over here. Yeah, it looks good. Buys above this area to continue on in this range. It's pretty good. I think at the same time, if we start retracing, and I don't know, we'll see what the news happens. Like at this point, all the analysis are on the table because we got news right now, and that news can really throw all our analysis out the window. More lockdowns in the UK announced. Well, there we go. If UK keep the rates the same, then pound should go up, as per technicals is already bullish. Yes, that is correct. 30-minute chart, no impulse buys, candles are not clean to the left, anticipating a support form down here for retest of the highs. Yes. I think in the perfect world, this analysis should play out, but it's not perfect because we got news coming in here now, so we'll see what happens. What was the partnership about? The one you post on IG? We're still working on it. I think in about a week and a half, it's going to be all said and done, and then we're going to release it to everybody. I think it's going to be a really big thing, really great thing. Hey Raja, I'm beginner, and now I'm trying to understand and learn 1-minute moves, but it seems really difficult as it's too much noisy. Well, if something's too much noisy and too much difficult, maybe don't do it. That's why maybe I don't do it, because it's too noisy and difficult. So you got to focus on things that are easy, and not too much noise. See, the 1-minute chart, it's really complicated. And the reason why it's complicated is because there's a lot of market structure in the 1-minute chart. You can see down here, price started to consolidate. Once it started to break, came down to do a subtle retest of this area, then continued moving to the next consolidation phase, then started to do a retracement, continues up, breaks above 140, 180, continues up, does another consolidation, and slowly starts making higher highs. So this is a lot of noise over here. It requires a lot of experience in reading price action to be able to perfectly trade on the 1-minute time frame. It requires a lot of experience. So if you're new and you're looking at the 1-minute, you're doing it wrong. So you got to start off with the 30-minute and the 1-hour time frames, market structure, learn it on the 4-hour market structure, and then go towards the 15-minute market structure. Because the thing is, when you look at smaller time frames don't necessarily mean that they'll be good. It just means that small time frames will have weak confirmations. And when a time frame has a weak confirmation, I mean, that means your trades are less likely to play out, right? Because they got weak confirmations. So that's why it's better to look at the 15-minute, the 30-minute.
Hey, come on, man. I always playing around, bro.
Oh man.
I'm out.
Oh, are you going?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Oh, okay. God.
I'm looking at my phone, bro.
Yeah, I saw your eyes go left and right. I'm like, oh, he saw it.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at this chart. This is 15-minute. Drop down to the 5-minute and I saw candle formations on order execution. Oh, wow. This was a aggressive entry over here. The reason why this was aggressive, even though in the 5 minute you saw some confirmations, because we've already moved higher. You know, we've prices already moved so much higher, and when you're taking impulse entries or when prices already moved, it becomes a little risky because as price starts moving away from support, okay, so this concept is really important. As price starts moving away from this resistance, the more it moves up, the higher the probability of it retracing gets. You know, so whenever you're missing moves and whenever you're trying to get in a move that is already happening, you have to understand the more it moves, the probability of it retracing gets higher and higher. So that's why, you know, when you entered over here, you got this move is pretty good, but then the probability of it retracing, it started to increase at that point. So that's good. All right, I'm going to be back with some coffee and then we're going to see how these rates play out.
Did you stream yesterday, Mac?
Did I stream yesterday? No, it's only Tuesdays and Thursdays for now. January I'll probably do Wednesdays as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
I was planning that, but I didn't saw any link.
No. I'll definitely make sure to post the link before 7 p.m. On the Asian thread, and on YouTube should be up by 7 p.m. as well. So today we are streaming.
Hey Mac, just a question. How long have you been trading?
I've been trading for 28 years.
Hey Mac.
I've been trading for about a year and a half already. Almost 2 years.
All right, awesome. Thanks.
Welcome, man. Yeah, who else? We had a question? No.
No questions, Mac. Just really like the streams, man. It's funny.
Thank you, bro. Trying to keep it as transparent and clean as possible, you know.
Quote unquote clean. I like that.
Clean. Yeah, bro. I was at the hospital yesterday. My grandpa got pneumonia.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm nervous because a lot of people in there had it looked like they were half dead. Knock on wood. So
You're in New York, right? You said?
Yeah. It's on the zombie city, and just seeing that fucking gets you depressed, you know. So a lot of older people just on respirators and just on the brink of death, basically.
It's different seeing it on TV, man. I know exactly what you mean.
No, it's completely different seeing it on TV. On TV, you don't believe shit, but once you get in the place and then you ask like how many people here have COVID, and they tell you, you know, about 90%, you're like, fuck. So just worry that he doesn't get it.
What part of New York you stay at?
I stay in Queens, in Corona. Well, no, I stay in Queens and down in Rockaway Beach, but he's in Corona right now.
Gotcha.
All right. We got a minute and a half left here now. Gold is still ranging. Your JPY is still at support. Last trade of the year ending the week at break even at 5%. Oh, nice. Oh. So, are we going to break below 140 to continue down, or are we going to break above 140, 350, 360 to continue bullish? That is the question. Because if we break above 140, 360, then there's a high probability for price to continue moving bullish. We're going to see here what happens. Oh wow, moving pretty violently over here. The spreads are also increasing. You know, I was thinking about having a paper buy stop above, 143.70 to catch the move up if it goes up, but yeah, we'll see what happens. The only problem is the spread is going to activate it. Okay, there we go. Kind of close with a little small body over here. See, now we've made a high. If we break this high, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue up because, there's volume here with the news. And also we're going to move into NY Open. But this range, let's measure this range. It's like a 9-10 pip range. So nothing yet. I think for sells, you need price to come back in this range below 140, 170. Because this is a 14-15 pip range and then lower than that down over there. Yeah, they've kept the rates the same. I don't know who was talking about the rates are going to be decreased because, in this strange times, they can't change rates, so they kept them the same. Are you bearish on GJ because you have a bearish cap on today? Well, we'll see what happens there. Ideally, we'd want to see some sort of a rejection in this area for price to continue up. But you got to be careful, right? Because the spreads are pretty high at this point. If you look on your JPY made support on the 1 hour time frame. The reason why it's not a good buying opportunity at this time, because the 30-minute candle has closed bearish. So you would need a candle to continue up or to close bullish to justify the move going up. Because, we have a 30-minute minor resistance formed over here at this point. Yeah, so on your JPY, we have this resistance formed. So if we continue to break this low over here, there's a high probability we can continue moving down, right? For buys, I think you'll need a candle to maybe break above this high or for a 30-minute candle to close bullish and the next one to continue up. I believe it's pretty strong bullish this week on pound as the daily candle is breaking the support resistance. What do you think? I think the daily candle is, strong resistance. Oh yeah, it's bullish. It's very bullish. But the only thing is now we have this retracement because of the news. So we're not sure technically what's going to happen because we got to let this candle close over here. See this, if we start breaking below 140, let's say 140, 160, there's a high probability for price to continue down towards 140. So we'll have to kind of like wait and see here what happens. So looking at the 30-minute, if we can kind of like precisely map this zone, I think this is what we're looking at right here based on the 30-minute. Yeah, this area here. How big are your trades? My trades are normally 15, 16 pips. Last night I had a paper trade. I had a paper trade buy on pound right over here and it ran for about 40 pips and I closed it. It doesn't matter, it was a paper trade, it was a trade I took in my head. But it worked out, it worked out. It was one of those trades, you take overnight and you wake up in profits. Barnier says Brexit talks progress but less, UK is less optimistic. Alright man, UK hasn't been optimistic at all since this Brexit mess started. So it comes to a no surprise to me if they're still not optimistic. How long does the news effect usually last? Probably like 15 minutes. You just got to let this candle close because there's a lot of volatility in this candle, right? Because the candle is moving up, moving down. We don't know what's happening. So we got to let this candle close, basically. Still confused about time frame correlation and how to put support resistance zone as it changes in all time frames. Yes, it takes a lot of practice. But the best thing you can do to yourself is to share your charts. If you share charts, you're going to get better. If you don't share charts, it's going to be pretty tough. So let's take a look at this chart over here. This is pound yen 15-minute chart. Price went up too fast and retraced 5 pips, so couldn't secure 11 pips. Oh, right over here. I think the only problem with this trade was that you had a resistance right up over here, right? So I don't know where this box is from, but you really got to narrow this box down. You had a resistance right over here. So for price to move up, you needed it to break above this resistance and then go up. So this was just, yeah. So you had to secure 11 pips at that point too. Where did this happen? Oh, it happened right over here. It happened right over here. Okay. I see that. Pre-London. Pre-London. See, now we're retracing right over here after making this high. This is beautiful because if a candle closes bearish and the next one starts breaking above, 143.70, there's a high probability it's going to continue moving bullish. And also if this candle starts breaking its own high, there's still a high probability we're going to continue moving bullish. All right.
But Roger, the stop loss will be very high at this point, sure?
Yeah, we're not talking about stop losses right now, but it will be high. So once it starts breaking, then we can identify where the stop is going to be.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, probably like 10, 11. See, at this point, I'm going to say it takes a little bit of experience, because even if you execute a buy above over here, I don't think if I was trading, I'd have my stop all the way down here. I'd probably have my stop maybe somewhere down in the middle over here. Because if we're breaking the high, I wouldn't be expecting price to come all the way down over here again.
Okay, because the time is very volatile. I think.
Exactly.
We saw it in the last day. It's wicks up and down, and
yeah,
not even great for beginners.
Very difficult.
Raja, I got the cowboy entry when this candle was rejected around 210 twice or thrice. I took buys there.
It's a cowboy. He's taking buys in the 1 minute.
Nice, beautiful.
Like
I'm already 10 pips up.
Yeah, that's good.
Secure.
That's good. Yeah, next time, maybe when you take an entry, just let us know that, hey, I just took an entry, because there are people watching, and we have new traders here watching too. So sometimes they'll think that it's okay to do that.
Yeah. Actually, that was a cowboy entry, and I was in a doubt if it goes wrong, and I will get shit from you.
Nice. All right, let's take a look at this chart. Oh, it's the wrong chart. Is this the right chart? It's the right chart. Oh. London this week has been really rangy. Yes. I don't know what the 30-minute looked like at this stage. We'll have to take a look at the 30-minute here. All right, looks like we're about to break above here, above 143.70. If it does, I believe we're going to continue moving up, at least till 450. If we cross 450, then we got 140,500 over here.
Yeah.
Everything else is just ranging. Gold is still in a range. Your JPY is in a range. 15-minute has about 6 minutes left for it to close. Oh, we're coming up.
Nice.
I skewed 50% now.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Realistically speaking, how much can a profitable, disciplined trader grow a $4,000 account in 1 year? You started small and grew it fast to think your capabilities. See, if you have a $4,000 account, I know guys who started with, like 3,000, 5,000, and within a month they've grown it to like, 8,000, 10,000. Just by taking 1 or 2 trades a day. You can get amazing gains if you just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. If you get a loss, you study that loss, and then you come back the next day. There are live examples like that. We have guys like that in my group. I know guys on Instagram. Some of my friends with two, so it's not that hard. You just gotta focus on 1 or 2 trades a day, but it takes time to get into that habit. Because the thing is, like, when we come to the charts, we have this mentality of, you know, taking trade after trade after trade, so we gotta break that habit, and breaking those habits is basically takes time. Jeevan took 2,500 to 75k in 3 months. Yes, he did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeevan is a beast.
He started from 10-cent lots. That's what he did. I remember 2019, February 2019 was his breakout year. You know, February 2019, started with 10-cent lots, moved up to 50-cent lots. Man was making 2,000-3,000 a day trading 50-cent lots, 75-cent lots. You know, but Jeevan is a different animal. He's a different person.
Yeah, for real. He man does not sleep, bro. You think I don't sleep, bro? He does not sleep.
What's this here? Let's take a look at this trade. Seems like we all have the same idea. So this is break of range, turn support, first resistance that could. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have the same ideas over here for price to continue up, if it does continue up. So this candle still has 4 minutes left to close. What's this? Losing trade, forgot about the news coming. This is the 5-minute chart, closed all candles, went back up, 5-minute broke the low. Yeah. You took this loss only because you didn't know there was news, which is a very, very rookie mistake. Whenever you come into the charts, you have to see what's happening. If we have news, an hour before news, not trading at all. You just got to wait for news to pass because there's going to be a lot of volatility. As you can see, there's still a lot of volatility now. Let's take a look at this chart here by rakeel. Took another entry at this candle break the previous high over here. Entered at 140.150 once it broke resistance. Oh, nice. Very nice. Closed all at 140.300. Hey, what's this? Do you think I should leave a runner, either hit TP or stop loss on this trade? Oh, someone's in an active trade right now. I like active trades. Let's take a look here. So you have a runner running at this point. Close another half when price at 12 pip profit. So your stops are at break even. Yeah, I'd say let it run at break even. You know, what's the worst that's going to happen? The worst that's going to happen is you're going to end that runner with a break even. And the best thing that's going to happen is if it continues bullish, you're going to make some extra profits. Faris Buza. Hey Raja, here's a chart from the Gulag. Make me a little better today. Alright, man. Gulag takes full advantage of this. Let's take a look here. This is break and retest, same more aggressive trade with a small stop loss. Spread is wide and there's a lot of volume. Okay, it's pretty good. So trade with small stop loss. Yeah, it's good. Very nice. You know, your zones are good. You have a zone right over here. You have another resistance right over here. So I guess now you gotta adjust this resistance based on current price action. And what current price action is saying is that we got a resistance right here now, 143.50. Because now it's changed, you know, because this is a new candle. Many traders say they want to trade for a living, but then they trade like if they have to retire next month. That is absolutely true. But I think the mentality is changing now slowly because we got people here in the live stream every day, and I think we're slowly changing the mentality. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is Euro USD. Price is ranging. Obviously, it ranges all the time in Euro USD. Expecting a clean bearish level. I think one thing you're missing is you're missing this area right over here. Let me draw it out for you. You're missing this area right here. So this is support. So if we break that support, then you can get a move down. And at the same time, if you break the resistance, then you can get a move up. So yeah, you're missing that minor support over there. Could you do a high time frame to low time frame breakdown on gold? Yes, let's take a look at that. And I'm also going to keep an eye on this price over here at 143.70. And I'm going to look at the price right over here as I'm breaking down gold so I don't miss anything. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're bullish. Daily candles also bullish. We kind of like talked about gold yesterday in the analysis we sent. Price may continue on towards 1874, 1879. We did tap that area. Looking at the 4-hour now, obviously we're going bullish. Seems like we can fill this wick, but at the same time it's very bullish, so we may expect some sort of a retracement here as well. So looking on the 1-hour time frame now, what we can see is now, because now in the 1-hour time frame we have to identify zones, right? So we got a first resistance right over here around 1879. We got a support down at 1874. Looking on the 30-minute, it just makes much more sense now because let's remove this area. So now we got this resistance on 30-minute. This candle did not mean a buy because this candle closed with no wick on the top. So when a candles close with no wicks on the top, it means there's no range for the next candle to continue going up. So we're basically ranging at this point. So this range is, let's see how big this range is. This is a 53 pip range, right? So I think you'll need to see a break above 1879, 1880 for price to first continue on towards 1883 to fill this wick, which is also going to be a 4-hour wick. But if we start breaking below the support, then there's a higher probability for price to continue bearish. Right? So from 1873, we can probably continue down towards 1869. It's like 40 pips away. So these are the things that you can look out for. So looking down at the 15-minute time frame here even, yeah. Makes sense. It's a little choppy, but on 30-minute, it's way cleaner. You know, on the 1-hour time frame, even more cleaner. So you can see this was a clean candle on the 1-hour time frame. Here to the left-hand side. So you'll have to wait a little bit here. How can you tell if it's a 4-hour wick fill without even looking at the 4-hour? Because of the price, right? You look at this. This is 1883. You go to the 4-hour. This is 1883. So it's a 4-hour wick over there, right here. Oh, how do I know? Oh, it's because I mean, I've been looking at price action for about 3 years, 4 years. So I mean, if I'm not able to tell a 4-hour wick by not looking at the 4-hour wick at this stage, then I don't know what I'm supposed to tell. So you just like learn these things as you go, start to get better at these, start to get better at intuition, start to get better at price action. I mean, I can map out a chart in like 2 minutes, in like a minute, because I've been doing the same thing for a very long time. What do you think about pattern trading? This is all what we do. I mean, pattern trading is what you trade, because if you're looking at price action, I firmly believe that the way price action moves, price is moved by human sentiment. Like, how we perceive the market, how we perceive prices, that's how price moves. And if you talk about how if the 90% people always fail, that means the 90% people always do the same things. And if price is moved by the way how we see market, and if we're losing most of the times, that means those same patterns are going to happen over and over and over again. So that's why the market's always going to be here. When trading view zones don't line up with MT5 zones, which ones do you go by? You know what? I only go by trading view, and if I know if I'm going to take a trade somewhere, I'm just going to mark it up, and then on my magic keys, I'll just hit open trade and the trade is going to be on. What are the best methods to know when your trade is no longer valid to help improve risk management? I think what you're talking about is something that we've discussed in a lot of detail in risk management 2.0 and 3.0. So those sections, they deal with how to exactly manage risk. Because it's a big topic, and I don't think we have enough time here to discuss that topic. It's a huge topic. How often do you change your support resistance? Is it every day? Yes, every day. Every day when it comes to the charts, I just change the whole thing, and it's just fresh charts every time. So your JPY is still ranging over here. We got 11 minutes for this candle to close. Remember, we were looking at the 1-hour time frame. We're expecting it to continue up since we made support, but the 30-minute didn't validate that idea because the 30-minute closed bearish. So this 30-minute candle closing bearish was the 1 hour creating a wick. right? So now you need a 30-minute candle to close bullish to expect the next one to continue up. So this is a scalping strategy. This is a strategy where you read candles. That's what this is. You know, draw your zones, you wait for candles. After candles come to a certain point, you take those trades, right? If you look on the 4-hour time frame here on gold, we can see how, you know, 4-hour candle broke resistance, left a wick got filled. How will that look on the 1-hour market structure or the 30-minute market structure? It's going to look like price made a high, came down, created support, continued up to fill the high. If you look on pound yen, we look at the daily time frame, it's the same idea here, right? Looking at the daily. So I'm not going to remove these zones. Actually, you know what? Yeah, right, like that. Daily candle left a wick, and if we wanted this daily candle to fill the wick, we wanted to price to create some sort of a support. Makes sense, right? So if we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this is where the support was formed on, like yesterday, right? If a support is formed, then there's a high probability for price to continue moving bullish, right? And this price moving bullish meant the 4-hour, oh no, actually the daily candle can fill the wick. So same idea, different time frame. You know, so candles, they always move the same way on all time frames. It's just a matter of waiting. If you're looking at the 4-hour, you're going to have to wait longer, daily, even longer. You know, 1 hour, maybe you don't have to wait that much. So, yeah. Would an impulse entry be valid when the current 15-minute candle breaks the high of the previous 15-minute? Yes. I would say so, yes. Because we're kind of like ranging here now, throwing wicks over here. So if we're ranging, and if we start breaking the high out of a range, then that makes an impulse entry to work much better. So yeah, that could be an idea. Bro, I find it difficult to find clean trading ranges. There are support resistances level at every time frame. So which time frame range you focus on, which ones you ignore? I focus on the 30-minute and the 1 hour. You know, if I can see, because like, look, right here, we have this resistance being made at 143.50. And if we look to the left-hand side on the 30-minute time frame, we can see that if we break above 143.50, the next resistance is around, you know, 144.50, like 10 pips away. So I'm going to focus on that range. So that range is a little smaller. It's only like 10 pips. So, I mean, you'd expect volume to push price up. Yeah, see, it's a pretty small range over here. How do you know the pair is going to reversal? You don't know a pair is going to go to a reversal. You know, what you look for is supports to be broken. So if the trend is bullish over here, we know that we have our consolidation area right over here. If price breaks the support, then there's a high probability we can continue down. So let's not talk about reversals and all that. No, let's talk about what levels can price break for it to continue down or for it to continue up. When people start talking about reversals, reversals mean taking sells in an uptrend or taking buys in a downtrend. It doesn't work like that. You know, you have to map out levels. If price is moving bullish over here, you need to ask what will make price go bearish, right? And the only thing that's going to make price go bearish is if we break the support at 140 because we got clean candles here to the left hand side. You have the perfect voice to do guided mediation on trading. Oh, thank you. I think it's the mic. If people ask you what you do for a living, what do you say? You know what I tell people what I do? I tell people that we run an online trading academy where we teach people how to manage risk. And to showcase that, we go live every morning on YouTube. That's all what I'd say. I don't tell them I trade, because the moment I tell them I trade, oh, can you trade my money? Or, oh, don't traders always lose? And then we get into this big discussion, and most people don't get it, and I don't want to get into those good discussions with people anyway now. So I keep it really simple.
Okay, I didn't catch that. So what do you tell them?
I tell them that I run an online trading academy where we teach people how to manage risk. And then to showcase that, we go live every morning for the New York sessions.
I like that because I get that all the time too. It's so annoying.
Yeah. So when they come on the live streams, then they understand what we really do, you know. And then the guy's like, "Hey, man, what's this happening here? And then they find my Instagram, and yeah, and then they're like, oh shit, like this is much more than an academy. Do you ever go through a period when you opened a trade and went into instant drawdown all the time? Yeah. Yeah, there was time I'd open a trade and boom, drawdown every time.
Imagine with bigger lots, that automatic drawdown.
Yeah. So I think at that time, what you got to understand is that whenever you go in drawdown, you got to step. So instead of closing it and taking another trade, you need to take a step back and then see that why. Why is price rejecting that area? Don't ask why you're going in drawdown. That's the wrong question to ask. You guys are asking the wrong questions. The good question to ask is, why is price rejecting this area? When you start understanding why price is rejecting an area, you're going to stop thinking about why you're going in drawdown. You're going to start to think about why it's rejecting an area. And then that's going to be a learning opportunity. You know, so when I'm taking losses, I never ask, oh man, why am I taking losses? I ask, why isn't price moving the way I anticipated it to move? What was there? I was missing something. And when you start looking at things like that, then you look at it from a much more mature approach rather than saying, oh man, I'm taking a loss, like screw this, I'm going to show the market tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to have a very mature approach towards the market.
It happens to everyone, Raja, in start, like whenever you get into the trade, even at the end, if it gets in profit, first it goes in drawdown. And my expression was like, hey man, what's going on? Whenever I get in trade, why market or DJ is against me? Why it goes against me?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. And then that's the thing, right? After a while, when you stop getting emotional about it, you start to look at it from like, okay, what's the reason why it's happening? Why? I mean, you like be like a little kid, like, you know, like I have 2 kids, and like, you know, and one of them always asks why. Why? Don't do this. Why? Do this. Why? What's the reason? Why should I do this? You know, and then we got to make them understand this is why. And then they're like, oh, okay, makes sense. You know, so be curious about how market is moving, because man, listen, every tick being moved over here, these are billions of dollars being moved. Holy, this is coming down. These are billions of dollars being moved, and this is an amazing opportunity for you to make money. You just got to ask the right questions, like why certain things are happening more often than not. So we're coming down here to the previous resistance area, and we'll have to see this. Oh, okay. Oh. But still, you did well, so that's good. Let's take a look at this idea over here. No trade, 9 pips, 13 pips, no trade. I think it'll be pretty good if we break above the high, because then we're going to be anticipating volume to cross these areas. But now it's coming down. Excuse me. 18 pips, take a sell after break below 140. I like that as well. If we break below this area here, it's going to be amazing.
Rejecting the 4-hour resistance.
Yeah. Straight rejection there. Let's take a look at your JPY trade. This is a valid zone as it is support on the left. No, this is not a valid zone since there's a support on the left, because that's not the most recent zone. The most recent zone formed now is right over here. So you got to remove this gray zone and go off of this resistance right up over here. So that's the most fresh zone. I find that when I'm risking 1%, I'm mentally prepared better when entering the market. But if I up my risk by 0.5%, it's a nightmare. I was worried. Oh yeah, that's true. I was worried I will never grow, even though I know I can. I know it sounds stupid. Yeah, you know, like sometimes when you're using lower risk, you kind of feel like that you're not going to grow. But the whole point is that you're getting comfortable in the trades you're taking. Because here's the thing, right? I started with a $200 account. I blew that account in a week. You know, it happens to everybody. And then I started off with a $700 account. It grew it to $5,500 in 2 weeks. Came back down to 600, grew it back up to 3,000, lost that, deposited 2,000 more, grew it to 5,000, and I think that took about 2 months, and once I saw that I consistently made gains over 2 months, boom, I deposited 10,000 more. Because at that point I realized after 6-7 months that, okay, I know how to trade. The only thing is I need to just focus on the same things. If I can focus on the same things, then the only thing I need to do is just increase my lot size. That's it. If you can increase your lot sizes and focus on the same thing, that's where your gains to start to happen. But in the beginning stages, risking 1%, that's a really good way to kind of like, you know, build that confidence that, you know, the things you're trading, they actually work. So yeah, your JPY is still open at this point. I think if we break below 126.040, we can continue down. So it's just kind of like ranging here.
Raja, I have a question regarding the increasing the lot size. Doesn't it happen like when you increase your lot size from, let's say, 2 to 5, and in 2 lots, when you go in drawdown, you are seeing like $100 or $200, it looks okay. But in 5 lots, you see $500 lost and you get panicked. Does it happen?
Yeah, like when you're increasing lot sizes, you're also making sure that you know how to manage that risk. You know, so I mean, if you're holding like a 5 lot trade and it's going in a 10 pip drawdown, then you may want to work on managing risk at that point. Because at this point now, I don't think I've let any trade hit like a 10 pip stop loss, like a full trade. Maybe 50% hit 10 pip stop loss, but not like the whole thing.
So instead of looking at the money, you look at the number of pips.
Yes, pips. That is correct.
So seeing how this 30-minute close with no bottom wick, I'll be aware of that.
What helps you to stay grounded? Helps you to ground yourself regularly and losing mind, getting greedy. I mean, basically with your consistency and skill set, you can make indefinite amount of money. See, here's the thing. I think I've come to a realization that there's going to be next month as well. So I decided to stay. I don't know. I just know that there will be next month I can trade. And after that month, I have another month I can trade. You know, so I guess that's what keeps me grounded, because I knew that December I'm not going to take a trade. I have some money in Trader's Domain, but still, you know, I was like, okay, you know what, December I'm just going to take a break. And I think it's a great decision I made to take a break, because we can see price hasn't been moving, you know, normally as it would have been in November, moving in October, September. So this is a very strange time here in December. Ooh, someone's going to write their exams. Good luck, good luck. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is took entries as support was created right over here and broke with strong bearish candle. It was counter trend setup, also candle back in the range. Can you please let me know? Yeah, I don't know what happens. Oh, close full position over. So yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe there's a language barrier, or because there was no, I don't know. I mean, an impulse entry should have been right or below at this point over here after a candle breaks this bullish candle, because we made a support at this point. This wasn't a support. This was just a small retracement here on the 15-minute time frame.
DJ just broke below.
Yeah, it's good. You know, so now if it comes back in the range, this means this whole move up was a fake out. You know, if this move up was a fake out and it starts ranging over here, then we can take a look at how we can break below 140 to continue down towards, you know, at least till 139.800. What is Santa bringing you this year? Santa is bringing me a new car.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a month I'm waiting, man.
It feels longer than that, right?
Yeah, it feels way longer than that. I mean, the guy said it's going to be here in mid-January. I'm like, come on, man, speed it up.
What is the car you're buying, man?
Oh, nothing special. It's a Ford. It's a Ford Explorer.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Ford Explorer
ST.
ST. It's in black. The black one. It's a pretty nice family car. Yeah, this one right here.
Couple edition.
Couple edition.
Yeah, the police vehicle.
Yeah, the detective edition.
Yeah.
If he pulls up behind me with that, I'll be so scared.
Whenever I see these on the road, I'm like, is that a cop? Is that a cop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna put like the grills in the front, the metal grill. Yeah, to really scare people.
You should
So
get
that
light. You
idiot,
should get the lights. You should get the lights.
Somebody parked a car like that on the side of the road, and then all of a sudden everybody was slowing down.
Yo, you could take the express lane and without pay for it.
Yeah. Today's my birthday. I turned 30. Oh, welcome.
Oh, happy birthday.
Welcome to the Dirty 30s Club.
Birthday.
Yeah, I got 2 more years to go.
Alright, let's take a look at this trade over here. Not sure about these zones. Why are these zones not plotted on your chart? Is it because of minor level? Yes, these are minor levels. That's why. So I have this zone here, 143, 370. Then I got the 144.50, obviously, and then I got the 14600. And I got this gray one here, and then another one down over here. You know, so that's what I'm looking at here. If we break below 140, we're going all the way to at least 148.50 and then on to 14800. So I guess they changed the voting here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, they did change it from previous, but everything was still the same. You know, this one time I was trading on IC markets, and news came. I took a buy, a 30 lot buy on my $30,000 account. Price moved up by 15 pips. I was in the money for about $4,500, and I put my stops at break even because the position wouldn't close. I was hitting close, position wasn't closing. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I put my stops at break even. Price came down, came to my stop loss, and then crossed the stop loss, and then went in drawdown. Now my stop loss was up over here, and price was down over here, and I was in a drawdown. And I was like, what the hell is happening over here? Because the rates were good, they kept the rates the same, and then price just kept falling and falling. That day, price fell about 100 pips. Yeah, price fell 100 pips. I saw my account go from 34,000 all the way down to $30 and went in negative $3,200.
Wait, from how much to how much?
34 to negative $3,200, and then it kind of ended right there. And
when you're negative, do you have to pay that back?
no, because I called IC Markets. I'm like, hey, like, I mean, your shit got stuck. What's happening over here? You know, and they said, okay, send us the logs. I sent them my trading logs, and like you know, when you go to your MT4, you go to I think it's tools or something, but you can print out your log. You know, and in that log, it kind of tells you that if the system tried stopping you out and it didn't. So that's what it said. It said the system tried stopping you out, but it didn't execute, so there was a problem on the server side. So yeah, so they
got lucky then.
Yeah, they basically refunded everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nothing for them anyway.
Yeah, it was a lot for me, man.
Oh, no, of course. For
Yeah.
you, me, everyone here.
Yeah, they refunded that. I'm like, all right, perfect. This is my second trade. Thank you, Mr. Raja. Always give advice for me. Oh, let's take a look over here. GJ, 5 minute. Broke the 5 minute support. Price came down to fill this wick over here. Nice. Beautiful. You know, it's really good to see that people are getting a hang of the 5 minute here. But to start, I don't recommend 5 minute at all.
Right.
To start,
always stick to the 30.
30, 15 minute. Gold is still ranging here. Oh, your JPY is breaking down. Yeah, this is going to continue down. The 1 hour candle is breaking the low. It's respecting the high. Very high probability for it to continue down to at least, I'd say, 125, 960, 950.
Yeah, yesterday I took sales during Nation. It worked out good, but I got stopped out right away.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get my coffee.
Guys, show some.
Good morning, Kerwin.
Morning. How are you, man?
Good, buddy. How are you doing? Do you see your
Good.
buddy Gold?
If I'm looking at gold,
Yeah.
yeah, but not really. To be honest, yeah, gold may continue even more to the upside. But the move that I wanted, I got it earlier from London.
No,
Yeah.
Ooh, it broke the highs right now.
Bullish.
Yeah, should continue. But I mean, we've been discussing about gold from Macedonian streaming on what's on Tuesday.
Bro, this will continue now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
well,
continuing now.
I'm not trading. I'm not trading anymore. Yeah, I'm done.
Done for the year?
Yeah, I'm done for the year.
Oh, nice.
But this move was expected on gold. If you go to the weekly candle, Raja, we talk about this on Tuesday during Macedonian streaming.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember it.
Yeah, basically. Oh, hold on. Let me this candle. So basically, this weekly candle, right? Based on sample price action, created support. The next one was a doji candle. So as soon we started rejecting this level, even though the current candle, weekly candle, broke below the previous one.
That was the confirmation right there.
Yeah, but start grabbing some liquidity. My idea was that we're gonna recover this wick right here. Now, like Ted says, this area right here is a dangerous area. Was a dangerous area. And the way I see it is, as long as we trade above this area right here, gold it can easily go to where this to recover this thing right here. So the easiest play was last night for me. I grabbed some buys pre-London. It was an easy move, to be honest.
Yeah. So basically for me, the way that I understood it was to look out for this right here, this, and looking for that liquidity grab for it to continue up. If it would break, lower than 70, can you go back to the weekly, Rakeel, please? So yeah, this right here, that wick, I was looking at it closely, probably because of the rates, I'm guessing. It didn't break. It did break below this previous weekly wick, but it was just basically a liquidity grab, right, for it to continue up. And then from there, it was just a straight bull run. And as soon as this weekly broke, it's carrying top wick, I know for a fact, rest of the week, meaning today and tomorrow, it's gonna continue up and probably retest. Go back. Or these wicks right here.
Oh, sorry.
This one right here. Yeah, right here. Probably 1900, maybe.
Yeah. The monthly, you have to pay attention to the monthly, but I think next week the volume start decreasing even more. I wasn't expecting, to be honest, big moves during the first 2 weeks of December. Usually December is a rangy month, and it's really difficult to trade it accordingly to price action. But the way gold has been respecting levels, once we start breaking above 1850, was basically a clean move. We had a retest over that area with a 1 hour candle. I think was yesterday, and with the new the Fed rate, and it started pulling away from that level, man. It came to 1845, 1844 with the hourly candles, and was a massive move to the upside. So I took some buys this morning when we started breaking our resistance.
Nice.
From pre-London.
Thanks, Jordan.
And that was my last trade for the year.
Yeah, very nice. Thoughts on this? Not in yet, but waiting. It's the wrong chart. He sent the wrong chart. We can't open it. Yeah,
But
gold.
yeah, if this 15-minute candle closes back where it started or above, do you think still we will go into buys like bullish?
See, I would want the 30-minute candle to close above 140, 150. Because if you can get a candle closing above this area and the next one breaks above, 140, 190, then there's a high probability we're going to continue moving back up to retest the highs. And then for sells, we'll need price to break below 140. When you draw out zones, do you put the zone at the end? Wait, what? Do you put the zone at the end of the wicks or just the bodies and why? It's just at the bodies. Basically, you're just ballparking this area right here. Because I know there are wicks over here, so just like putting them in the middle of it. And the more you practice with zones, and the more you see that price is respecting zones and not respecting zones and what kind of wicks they're making, you kind of get a sense of, okay, how broad the zone should be, how narrow the zone should be. So if you look right over here, this is another zone here because price came up, it rejected it. Even though looking to the left hand side, we don't see a zone, but it's created this fresh zone. So this becomes a rejection area. Right now we're coming down to this support area, so we're just kind of waiting how price is going to react in this area here. Currently, I'm trading using a demo account. Can you please suggest when I should move to real account? I think you should move to real account ASAP, even if that's going to be with a smaller amount. Because the thing is, even though you're trading on a demo account, you're learning risk management, you're working on your technical analysis and whatever, that's perfect. But at the same time, on the demo account, you're not really learning the emotions involved. Hey man, come on.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude when I say that, baby, but it's what I'm doing right now, right?
What?
What?
You're worrying about a dog, and I'm worrying about
Oh, they're having a different conversation. Yeah, so when you go live, even with a smaller account, you're really practicing emotions at that point. Because even if you go live with $100 account with a change of $2, $1, that's going to affect your emotions. So you got to train your emotions. On a demo account, you're not really training your emotions at all. So I'd say just go with live account to start really learning about how to manage your emotions when price goes in drawdowns and profits. So that's really important. Mr. Akbar, you're sending the wrong chart again. So you need to go to this camera button right here. You click that and it's going to give you the link right over here. And then you copy this link and then you send it. Sending this link here, it won't work. It's like when you open your Gmail account and then you send this link for me to open your inbox and it won't work, right? Let's see here. If we break above 1883 on gold, what's the next target here? Ooh, 1884. 1885, and then we got 1891 all the way up over here. There was a lot of consolidation over here between 1891 and 1886. Lots of consolidation. Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. I'm hoping for price to do a quick retest and get in on the trade for buys. Oh, wait. Because the retest means buys to continue up. Yeah, I don't know. You're looking for sells? Let's do a little breakdown here on GU and see what's going on. EU chief negotiator Barnier says Brexit deal possible by Friday. Man, these guys have been talking about Brexit deal possible. Man, I remember when 2020 was starting, they're like, yeah, Brexit deal possible by January 2020. Nothing happened. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Since June 2016, they've been trying to get a Brexit deal done. And every time something happens, then they don't reach a deal. So looking at GU is making highs over here after a long time. So yeah, after 2 years. So let's take a look on the daily. Daily is bullish, 4 hours bullish. 1 hour is creating a resistance rejection over here. So this is the first resistance we're seeing after last night, right? So looking at the 30-minute time frame now, there was a resistance created right at this point over here. And I think this whole area is like a consolidation area right over here on GJ. Yeah, I'd say so. This is a consolidation area. Because we kind of created like a support over here. Price went up, came down, created another support, and then start to move up. So, I mean, if we come down and create a support, that can continue moving bullish. GU, yeah, GU. You know, we can start moving up. So used to saying GJ that even like, you know, sometimes I look at gold, I'm like, oh yeah, look at GJ moving. You know, but this is also great. We're coming down to a close over here on 30-minute time frame. Alright, let's take a look here. This is GJ, 15 minutes, sells below this zone. Since there's multiple rejections there, target for sells, 30-minute support around 139,800. Yes. Beautiful. So see this? We just gotta wait to see how this candle is going to close. If it closes above this area, we're moving up. If it starts breaking its own high at 140, 185, it's moving up. You know, whenever I come on the stream, or whenever something's happening in the background, I make sure my mic is muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
It's a little manner.
Alright.
Etiquette.
This is only a test to confirm a live chart. Oh, yes. You have passed the test.
You're now FTM. You're now FTM over worry.
Yeah. You passed the test now.
You've passed the test. You know, they sent me a freaking it's a PDF, not even a PDF, it looks like a PowerPoint presentation with my name on it. It's like, congrats, you've passed the verification. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this now?
Did you get a certificate?
Yeah, the certificate.
Take it to a hedge fund, man.
Let me look at it. I'll print it out and put it on a frame. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up right now. Let me see.
Is UJ continuing to drop?
That week to the downside looks Gucci, man.
Will Biden really destroy the economy, Kervin?
No, man, come on, man.
Because look, it's dropping. You know, if the dollar is dropping and Biden's coming in, I don't know, man.
I haven't seen this much volatility on UJ since Biden came in.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
You know, as long they continue printing more money, man, dollar is gonna be.
Bro, do you saw the news on the? I think this is gonna be the last injection. So 920 billion. And it's gonna be direct cash payments.
All right. Oh, no, go ahead.
It's something like it's about economics on US. So.
Yeah, let me look it up for right now since
it was. You know what I was about to say. It's I don't know why and how, if these politicians are so smart in the government, why they are printing money and they're giving cash to the people in the US.
Now it's gonna be cash.
If you want to impulse the economy, you start giving the food stamp that the government already have.
Food stamps.
Create a kind of a debit card, but you're only allowed
you can only
to
use
buy
it
food,
for right.
You know, or something like that. But at this point, you give $1,000 to the people. You know what the average people is gonna make? they're gonna start buying TVs from
You know what they
Samsung,
did
whatever.
in New
Guess,
York? They started buying fireworks.
yeah, and guess what? The money. I don't know, man. The government is kind of
Yeah,
dumb at this,
this
because
is
if I was the government, I'm not gonna be giving cash to the people, because I know they're gonna be buying drugs, they're gonna be buying clothes, shoes, and all these things coming from China. So at some point, they want to to be hard on China, but they're giving the chance to people to continue consuming from China. So what's the point? If you want to impose the economy, give them a food stamp, like a food debit card,
right.
and you have to buy food from local places and all the
But
stuff.
then the predicament comes in that people are being manipulated. You know, they're gonna start thinking that, oh, they only want me to buy this and this and this. This is, this is not a free country anymore. You know. So there's always a.
I have a lot of friends where they received the checks, the first check that the government was giving. You know what they did? They went to Brandsmart. They bought TVs.
Brandsmart USA and bought TVs. Brandsmart is like a very cheap warehouse. Mostly are like refurbished TVs come from China, and since it's the port of Miami. Look at this new link that I posted on the Zoom right now. It's the last $600.
All right, so we got 4 minutes left over here. Candle's coming down to support after this huge fake out. And after that fake out is done, there are some probabilities now for price to break below 140 and continue down towards 139.850. Just gotta see where this candle closes. If it closes right down over here somewhere, right smack below 140, we can continue moving bearish. Start looking at the small time frames now. Oh, don't let this be the candle to move down. Not just one candle. Come on, TJ. This is a very delicate area at this point right here. Extremely delicate area. We have around 17 pips down to 139.800, and this is a delicate area at this point. Let's take a look on the 15-minute here. Yeah, see the sells on the 15-minute stop loss is going to be pretty big, but if we're looking down to the smaller areas here, this will be pretty smaller. This will be like around 10, 11, aiming for about 139.800. It's risky in a way as well, because if we're expecting it to continue down, sometimes G just continues down with one candle. That's why it gets risky, but also gets risky in a way that if a sell is taken here with the anticipation for it to just have one candle down, that's thinking that what we want to see. But what we're seeing is that we're coming up to a support over here at this point. I think a better opportunity for a trade would be if this 30-minute candle can close and the next one breaks the low to continue down. Or maybe if it can break its own low to continue down, because if it does, then you're not expecting price to come back up. You're expecting it to continue down to a 139.800.
Right, it's gonna be on New York Open also, so might get a small retest.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So 140 can be retested and then continue down.
Makes sense.
As long as we keep yeah. So yeah, as long as we're away from this area here and continue down, close below here.
Ooh, your JPY also broke up now here.
Oh, EJ is the mess right now.
GJ is still bullish structure until it breaks 139.500. That is also true, but we're looking at this inter-session move going down towards 139.800. That's what we're looking at. The inter-session move.
Like gold is on the move too.
Did gold tap? Oh, 1883 tapped on gold. 4-hour wick fill also filled. Yeah, we talked about gold filling the 4-hour wick. Now from this, next stop is 1885 and 1885.50. Wow, 15-minute also was super amazing. We broke the high, continue on to fill the wick. How big was this move here? 14, 15 pips. Even from the 30-minute breaking the high as well, it was pretty good right here. All right, awesome. This candle is about to close in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
40 seconds.
Can we get 139,800 today? Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. We had a big fake out over here. It's pretty likely. Yeah, you see this part here. We had resistance formed. Price broke out of this area, went up, created resistance, came down to potentially do a retest to continue moving up, but it went and closed back in the range, and now it's closing outside of the range over here. So if the next candle breaks this low, we have a very high probability for price to continue back to 139,800, because this move up was now a fake out. You know, so if
but in the base case scenario, you want to retest to the previous 30-minute candle.
So if price couldn't maintain its move up, it's obviously going to maintain its move down.
Right.
So this is a textbook example of a fake out.
Get a
thing is happening the same
like
that happened
this.
on Monday. So basically, you want to retest over this area. Once you had the rejection from there, a upper wick, and this candle start breaking below this area, done so, this level. Easy target, and this easy target too.
Right there. Magic.
But you wanna, I will wait for a top wick.
Yeah, definitely a top wick above 40.
Uh-oh.
Hey Raja, this GJ 30-minute candle is kind of doing what you mentioned the other day, right? Like the first half and second half?
Yep. Or better yet, making like a top part and then starts to make the bottom part later on. So if it makes the bottom half, like, you know, after it makes the top half, then there's a high probability it's going to continue bearish. Same thing happening on GU here as well. It broke the low. See, it's coming down here slowly. Once we cross below, I'd say like 139, you know, 945, 940, there's a high probability for it to continue down. What's this here? Got a clean break and retest on this trade. Take a look. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Nice. Resistance break becomes support resistance, target resistance from previous week of December. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. You made it work. What do you think about GBP AUD pair? I think nothing about GBP AUD pair. I think you need to send a chart. Once you send a chart, we're going to be able to take a look at that. Wow, price action on UJ is not friendly at all.
The previous 4-hour wick, bottom wick is around 934. So, do you think it would be better to go for sells after it breaks 934?
Yeah, I mean, I would look for sells below, you know, 130. I mean, it's the same thing, right? 34, 4. I mean, it's a difference of 1 pip basically. You know, because you got 933 right here, you got 945 right here. It's a difference of 1 pip. So you're basically anticipating the volume in New York session. I mean, if we break below here, then you're expecting the volume to, you know, ride price all the way down here.
Yeah, but we can assume that if it's rejected at 940, so it can be a rejection as well.
Yeah, then probably you're not going to take a trade at that point. Right? So it all depends on you. If you think this is going to be a rejection, then probably you're not looking at sells. But if you're looking at sells, you're looking at a break of this area and then expecting volume to ride price down. But if you don't break this low, then obviously we're not going to go down. because the rejection is right over here on the 4-hour, right? So it doesn't mean that this will not go down. It can go down based on the small time frames if our conditions are met. Now, if you look on the 1-hour time frame, this 1-hour candle also closed below support, right? So 30-minute also closed below support. But the only way it's going to go down is, again, I'm going to mention it, if it breaks this low over here. If it doesn't break, then it's not going to go down. Very simple, easy concepts. You know, you're trusting the volume in a New York session to bring it down. If you think that there's a rejection, it may stop it, then probably you're not looking at a trade. You know, but if it does break down and it goes down a little bit and it starts to retrace and starts to go back up again, then obviously you trust yourself enough to manage risk. You know, so at that point you're going to manage risk. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is AUD USD 30-minute. We'll enter, what's this? We'll enter sells when next candle breaks below the current candle. Right over here for price to continue. Yeah, this looks good. It's kind of like what looks like on pound yen right now. Do you have any video tutorials on Magic Keys? Yes, we have them on the Magic Keys Instagram page, and also if you can YouTube Magic Keys, you can also find a video there as well.
Oh, and also my Instagram and Kerwin's and
yeah, Max
Max
Instagram too.
Tutorials. On mine, you can see my settings. So if anyone wants to see the settings.
All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. So you can see now there's no trades basically. Your JPY, no trade. GU, you want some sort of a support to be created if it's going to go up. You know, then there's going to be a good opportunity for buys. Your JPY, we're stuck now at this minor resistance here to the left hand side. So you basically want price to kind of like breaking above to continue up in this clean range over here. GJ, there's no sells because, you know, candles are moving bullish. There's no buys because now we're moving back in the range over here again. So there's nothing at this point. Gold, oh wow. Rejected 1883.
Nasty.
Damn.
Textbook.
Blowing up accounts.
Textbook move on gold.
Yes, it's coming to 1872s. Because this looks like a fake up. We may retest 1872s. We may reach today 1890 with gold, but that doesn't mean that gold is gonna be a straight away setup. It's not gonna be, you know, easy buys. Trust.
I
like the extractor, but I'm not trading anymore. I gotta sit on my hands.
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
No, and GG is doing exactly what I'm expecting to do. Retest that previous 30-minute candle. When this candle, the next 15-minute candle, the one from 8:30 to 8:45, start breaking those lows. It's done so. 4 hours gonna leave you a nice wick to the upside, punishing all the long holders on buys.
Well, it's leaving a wick to the upside already.
Yeah.
Let's start selling from here.
All right, time to
If
sit
this
down.
goes above 185, then my buys would be buys.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's still bullish.
Just wait for this 4 hour candle start turning bearish on GG. It's gonna be an easy 20-25 pip drop.
See, you gotta be fluid here in the markets. Condition for sells was if we broke below the low. Conditions of buys are if we close back above this area. You know, condition for sells, they were not met. Conditions for buys, they're not met yet. You know, same on, I think your JPY, after ranging here, it's going to continue on towards 126.300. See, the only thing I'm looking at is that if we break above 140, 190, we can still continue going up because that's going to be the break above the candle that went back in the range. It's just still an idea. But again, if someone's taking, 3 trades, 4 trades, and you're trying to take another trade, if you're trying to compound on losses, man, call it a day. There's no reason for someone to lose accounts in December. If you're losing an account in December, you're playing yourself really, really hard. Because December is a really tough month. And by tough, I mean you got to wait a long time for price to play out now. Sometimes you're going to have like ranging, and you're going to try to trade what you think, not what you see. A lot of time people trade what they think. They think a support is going to break. They think a resistance is going to break. But what you see is that there's a rejection. So you got to trade based on what you see. Like right over here, right? Guys might take buys because they think candle will break the high over here to continue up. But what they see is still below the high. So there's no buys at this point. Same thing right over here. We can think it's going to go up, but what we see is that this candle is still open and it's still open at this level over here. So we got to wait. When you don't wait, you get FOMO, fear of missing out. You enter the trade and you lose the trade. Why December is different? More noobs trading ? No, because you got the holidays, and I mean, in this December, most institutions are slowing down in volume. Hedge funds are slowing down in volume. So the factors that drive price, they're all basically moving away from the market. So the volume is going to die down. So the only thing that's moving the market is now like your algos and your your retail traders. Bitcoin hit 23,000. I just went to bed and woke up. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. Bitcoin is rising against here the odds here now. BTC USD. Oh, 23,000, yeah. You know how many people they tell me to trade Bitcoin every day now? They're like, bro, you're missing out on Bitcoin, man.
You should do it, man. You gotta do it, man.
I'm like, that's fine. I focus on what I know. Yeah, the Bitcoin experts are back slowly on the gram, on Facebook. I'm getting ads on Facebook now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm getting ads on Facebook. This new coins are popping up too.
Yeah, there's a new coin called Noi, N-O-I, N-O-E-I, something like that. I don't know. There's 100 coins, bro. There's so many coins.
One of the creators of Apple, I think, is Steve Wozniak. He has a very interesting coin that I think rounded up like almost $1 billion in funding. I was reading a little bit about it last night. Very interesting.
Man, I think all these things are just pump and dump schemes. There's nothing more to that.
Steve Wozniak he was like the nerd of the nerds. Poor guy.
That's what I think. Because like, if I had money and if I had connections and if I was a tech whiz, I would 100% create a coin, and I'm going to create a hype around it, and I'm going to let everyone buy the coin. And once that coin is up in value by 300%, 400%, 500%, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out my money, and then that's it. I'm done. That's how these crypto coins work. And when guys say, hey, you can get rich off of altcoins or Ethereum, you can get rich off of that. If you wanted to get rich, you were invested in these coins 3 years ago, not now. Now you can't get rich. You're getting bits and pieces of these coins. So that's why I disregard these ideas you can get rich. And I mean, when you talk about you can get rich off of this and that, you're not really looking at it the proper way. It's not about getting rich off of these coins. It's about accumulating these coins. Even if you're into crypto. So,
for example, like people that say, "Oh, I want to get into Bitcoin." It's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy one coin for $20,000? Like, it doesn't make any sense. If it goes up by $100, you make $100 only.
Raja's negative? No, I'm a realist. I'm not negative.
Yeah, those small cap coins do seem majority are scams.
I think from a very logical perspective.
So, like, how a lot of people need a lot of electricity to do the mining. to set up so the way the Steve Wozniak's coin is actually pretty funny, WozX, and it's aimed around energy efficiency for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So he's addressing one of the I guess drawbacks of trying to mine and do projects within that. So
that's interesting. That's interesting way to look at it, because I remember when Trump was tweeting and the markets were moving based on his tweets, someone created an index based on that. So I think,
for real?
yeah, it's kind of like the same idea. Yeah, so that index was the volatility. It was basically measuring the volatility caused in the markets through Trump tweets. So that's how that index was moving. It was based on the volatility caused to Trump tweets.
I just posted the link.
Oh man, I gotta mute everyone now because like people jump in now all of a sudden. It's like 4 people start talking now with each other. Alright, my idea on this trade, just want to know your thoughts. Oh, okay, let's take a look at this chart over here. Coming from the gulag. We got 15-minute candle closing here. 15-minute candle closing still at that resistance. We still need price to break above this area to justify for it to move up. Let's take a look here. This is GA. Price moves sideways, break back in consolidation again. Strong break over here. Enter sell with sell stop. Price came down and it got rejected. I guess the only thing you missed was you have the right idea. This area right over here, because as price was coming down, we're not ignoring this area completely. We're keeping it in the back of our mind, you know, because if price rejected this before, there's a probability it can reject it again, you know. So I guess that's something that you had to keep in mind over here. So like, you know, sometimes when price is moving in a clean area and you still see some sort of a rejection to the left hand side, you're keeping that in mind. That, okay, there's a probability it can reject. It will not always reject because you got a clean ranges, but it can reject. So in this case right over here, if you get price closing above 141.80, then there's a probability it's going to continue moving up rather than rejecting in some form, because to the left over here, there's nothing that we can see. Right? Oh, look at that. 30-minute candle broke the high over here. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. I guess a very, very aggressive stop would be. So these are all. Oh, I'm dying. Hold on.
What? Man, come on.
Oh, I'm back. Couldn't breathe.
Get some water.
So
it's contagious.
Yeah. So these are all paper trades I'm taking in my mind. You know, I'm not necessarily executing on trades. So whenever I'm talking about, okay, you know, makes sense for aggressive trade over here with the stop loss down over here. So whoever thinks that these are good ideas to execute on, these aren't good ideas to execute on. It's just scenarios I'm running in my mind to be better prepared for January.
I was waiting for this for the second entry for my day. So this is my second entry now.
Oh, nice.
You know what? I'm actually gonna take a paper trade and stop trading
right
for the rest of the day.
Awesome. So stop is going to be below this 15-minute candle, and you're anticipating price to continue bullish.
Yeah, I'm using the same one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So in this case, I would be losing less money.
I want to start gold. I want to start.
Yo, come on, man.
I don't know, Raja, but you know, when I was talking to you about the previous 4-hour wick, I had a very strong belief that it will be rejected, but I did not want it to predict, but I had a strong belief.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because like it didn't break the low, and if it didn't break the low, then it had to be rejected. But if it broke the low, then it had to go down. So, you know, the conditions, they weren't met. So that's pretty good. All right. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is 30-minute. GJ, was this a bad entry? I think this was a good entry. This was a good impulse entry right over here. I would say so. I would have taken the same thing because after consolidation, if we're breaking up to continue up, let's take a look here. Right, so I think it was right over here, right? So if we're breaking up to continue up, so this was a good entry right over here for buys for an impulse entry. But then again, I think there wasn't enough probability, so then you got to start to look at, okay, did price give you a second chance to enter the trade to continue up? And I guess the second chance we got right over here once we started breaking the high here again to continue up. So this thing is running, and as this thing is running, we're also coming down to a 30-minute close. And if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, there's a high probability for the next 15-minute candle to also continue up. You know what I find interesting on GJ? In minute chart, it almost always has max 5-minute going one direction before a small rejection. 6 minutes is exponential. Beautiful. Your JPY is also approaching targets here at 126.850. GU also trying to move up over here now. Would you take risky buys at 200, above 200? Oh, damn, look at that move.
What's going on, GJ?
Yes.
Nice. Yes, baby.
It's crazy. So this should be
50% here.
yeah, so this should be around like 10 pips here as it spiked up. I think as it comes towards, 140, 300, should be a pretty good idea right here to secure positions. Because, wow, man, market just blessed with pips.
Yeah, it should continue up.
Funny how most times when he says it's going to go down, it does the opposite.
People are just negative.
No, I know this guy. He's a good guy, but I don't know why. I don't know, man. Some people, I don't know, can't even. Because when we say sells, there are conditions. If those conditions are not met, I don't know. I stick to what I do.
Now, if my runners get stopped out, so I'm done for the day. Run is at break even now.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think we should continue till 140.300 and get like 143.50 if it's going to continue bullish.
I have marked up as an area right now, resistance of 140 on 280, and I tapped it, so I'll be careful with that as well. Let me send you my chart.
Can you please explain why you didn't consider the two candles on the left before 140, 130? Two candles to the left? I don't know what candles you're talking about. No idea. These two candles? These two candles? These? No idea at all. So you need to send a chart. What's this? GJ, 15-minute chart. Continuing up? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, that's your chart.
Yeah, that was drawn from maybe 2 weeks ago already.
Nice.
It hit right on the dot.
Yeah. Your JPY is also coming up to our target here we had from this morning. Very nicely. Clean moves above this resistance. Ooh, GU rejecting hard there too. GG is also coming back down to these entry points. See, now at this point, once it's coming down to your entry point, this is where you're kind of like figuring out that, okay, even if you did secure over there, at this point, you're just saying that, okay, am I going to leave the position open with the stops below the same candle in the anticipation if it continues running, or am I going to get out of the trade at break even here? You know, but also considering that you secured positions up over there. He always
Yeah, I
says,
just keep looking.
oh, nice. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is EJ entry when we broke high of previous bullish candle, second candle bullish. Oh, nice. Do you think that this was a good idea since we broke the low of the candle too? See, at the point, it looked like a good idea, but the way it reversed back in the range, it basically nullified that. Because if you look on the 15-minute time frame, you can see that this 15-minute candle was the candle that broke below on the 1-hour time frame here, right? So since this 15-minute candle closed back in the range, that selling idea was invalid at that point. So then we can confidently say that, okay, the buys are going to play out if we start breaking above, and it all played out really nice over here. I think this day is my luckiest day and done for the year. Oh, let's take a look here. GJ, 5 minute. Oh, nice. So you took the sells earlier here and now you took the buys after waiting. Amazing. Wow. Gold is back in the range over here, coming down to 1875. Can you see on the 15-minute on your JPY the bearish volume was dying as it approached support? Yes. Yeah, because the candles were closing smaller and smaller. One, this tried to break below, but then it closed smaller over here. What's the book you recommend about trading? The book I recommend is 10 Essentials of Forex. Let me put it up over here. It's 10 Essentials of Forex. Can't wait for December 20th. Ready to learn. Hopefully my girl gets me the intake for Christmas if I'm not buying on 27th. Clutch and the family. Oh, you know what? Yeah, 20th. On 20th, we're going to have a live in-person virtual class for everybody. We're going to go over basic concepts like zones, how to identify trends, bullish trends, bearish trends, how to identify ranges, how to identify where to put your stops and take profits, and some stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty good. On the 20th at 8 a.m. It's going to be live on YouTube. I figured out how to do an in-person live, so it's going to be live on YouTube at 8 a.m.
Yeah, it's the first highlight. That's his announcement, right?
Yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern. 8 a.m. Eastern. 20th December. Will that class be on YouTube? Yeah. All right. We got some more news coming in. We got CAD ADP and we got unemployment claims for the US. They're looking at, low numbers. They're looking at good numbers. Okay, so they're saying that less people filed for unemployment. I highly doubt that. With these checks coming in, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be filing for unemployment. Because people like free money, man, without working. That's what's wrong. We're going to see what happens. Is the webinar for everybody? I'm not even going to answer that question anymore. Probably you shouldn't show up for the webinar if you're going to ask that question. I mean, if it's going to be on YouTube, of course it's going to be for everybody for free. Of course. Come on, man. Shit. If you can't analyze that, then trading is way more. You know what people tell me? Hey, Raja, you're so arrogant sometimes. You give some dumbass answers sometimes. It's because if you cannot comprehend simple things, trading is way more harder than this, man. Market is way more arrogant than me. At least I respond back to you. Market takes your money, doesn't even respond back to you. You know?
At least we left you in scene.
Yeah. Took sells as price broke the low of the previous candle and price came back up. Okay, so let's take a look at this on GBP and ZD, and we're gonna try to see. Oh, hold on, news came out just now. Oh, yeah, man, gold is a mess. Gold is a mess. If someone taking trades on gold, you got to say it right now, because we don't want to hear it after it plays out. Oh yeah, I took a trade there and it worked out. This is a real challenge to tell everybody once you take the trade. All right, let's take a look at what we're looking at. GBP, NZD. GBP, NZD. So basically you took a sell once we broke the low over here, for price to continue down to next support down over here. So now we got to see if there were any chances to manage the trade. Oh, probably not. Oh yeah, I guess we did. I think so. This was a 5-minute candle that broke the low on the 15-minute, and I guess once this candle closed like a small bullish candle, I would have been a little hesitant in holding the buys, no, the sells. And once this broke the high over here, then at that point I would have just said, okay, you know what, time to close the trade. So rather than let hit price hit stop loss, this is where you could have managed risk at that point here. How did some of these people even make it to the stream? Yeah, man, the gulag has made us what we are today. So I'm forever in debt to the gulag. You guys are amazing.
My people.
Yeah, my people. Okay, so now at this point we can adjust our zones like this, because now we got new zones, right? Now we can adjust our zones and now see what's happening over here. Price came down, made a low, came up, created a minor resistance. So now if I'm looking at price, it can clearly come down to this area, and if we break the support, then we can continue down towards 139,800. Now again, I'm not taking these trades. These are just ideas playing in my mind. You know, these are ideas playing in my mind, because that's how I get better. Because if something doesn't work, I can look back and see why it didn't work. You know, but if it does work, this is just preparation for January 2020. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, you're talking about these two candles. No, they don't really, we're not really going to take them into account. Also, you got to move your red line over here to a little over where we had the 30-minute here before. Right here. And then we broke up to continue up. And now we made a new resistance over here. So I guess for price to continue down in this range. That's like a 12, 14 pip range. I took a trade last night at 1853, then 2 this morning at 1862 and 1865. I have my stops at 1873. I'm on mobile, so I can't send it on the charts. What trade did you take if you stop it at 1873? Oh, you took a sell. No, oh, you took a buy. Okay. Oh, nice. It's pretty good. Because if we do break above 1883, then we're moving up towards 85. This gold is pretty nasty right now.
Hey, Raj, can I interrupt you briefly?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm the Australian schoolboy, the rugby player.
Yeah, Kev.
Yeah, thank you guys, man. Like, seriously, like, I've learned so much from you, like Sasha and everybody. Like, I really Yeah. Like, cause I've sent you message, Sacha. You really helped me as well. Like, I really want to acknowledge you as well, dude. Yeah,
Yep.
So like but yeah, just I give my thanks as well. So, but things I'm gonna send you that All Blacks jersey, dude. I'll make sure you get a haka as well.
like haka. Who's gonna be performing the haka? Is that gonna be you and your friends?
It will be Sunny Bill because I play with Sunny.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. That things. I'm that G. I am. Yeah. No, I play with Sunny, dude.
I'm a G.
I try to put myself like, yeah. I play with Sunny, dude, and I'm glad you like rugby as well.
Man, we used to play a lot of rugby, and then this is like 8 years ago. And when Sonny went in boxing, like I remember there was a time he started boxing.
That was a big mistake.
Yeah, because he went in boxing, and we used to say, "Why is he boxing all of a sudden? Why isn't he still playing rugby?" You know,
Man. Nah, man. Nah, thank you, man. Like you guys are like, thank you so much, man. Like I'll make sure to give you a proper haka. I'm gonna give you a full All Blacks jersey as well. Like I'll make sure I'll give that to you, man. Like you really helped me. Like really appreciate it, man.
Nice, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, that's why this whole family is here for. You know, like I think having a community like this is like having a sports team you can play with.
Exactly, and the things are like you told me, it's just like trading is lonely as well, and I started realizing like how lonely it is. But the things are like I've got a lot of like All Black brothers who are trying to come in, and they're gonna be like junior Kiwis, and they want to be. When I push them onto your thing with Ted, they're just like, shit, this is what we need as well, you know. So you're gonna have people from Australia, you're gonna have junior Wallabies, you're gonna have junior Kiwis. So
oh, nice, that's awesome. Yeah, plug them in the live stream, man. And this is like the right way to learn, step by step, easy, no pressure.
Yeah, definitely. No, but things. I mean, you make us feel comfortable. That's the most important thing, especially as an athlete. You know, like yeah.
Yeah.
No, look, I'll let you continue anyway, man, because I know the boys want to let you speak anyway, man. But like things are.
Yeah, bro. Just send me a message in Slack, and then we'll get it done.
Easy, my guy. Easy, bro.
All right, perfect. Let's see here. I took a buy in GU in pre-London. This is my journal. Was this a good trade? Was this a good trade or a risky trade? All right. Let's take a look over here. This was, what's this? First target. Execute buys after kind of broke the previous high. I think it was pretty good. You reached target, you closed positions, you secured positions. I think it was pretty good because you counted on a volume, right? Even though the previous candle closed with a small body candle, once this broke above the high, then you basically had confidence that it's going to continue moving bullish. So I think it was pretty good. I find it difficult to define my bias. First, I thought I was in buys, then sells. I don't know. Yeah, because price is moving in that way. You know, it's very difficult like that. So you can't really have just one bias. You need to have an open mind. Because if it was buys right over here, once it broke above the high, then price came down. And then, you know, it closed right over here. And when this kind of broke below the low over here, then obviously you're adjusting based on how price is moving. You know, and again, I'm going to say it again, December is really, really hard. When price is moving up and down, it's ranging a lot of times, you're going to be confused a lot. You know, so whenever you're confused a lot, it's better to just stay away, you know, step back to really identify what's going on. Because even I say, man, this is really hard price action. You know, so if you're the kind of person who just sticks to one bias, it's gonna get really, really difficult. Have you ever tried out spread bets on stocks by any chance? Oh no, I haven't. Spread betting, I haven't. I know some people who do spread betting. I haven't really tried it. Never been interested in it.
Yeah, GJ, you don't know if it's buying, selling.
It's selling. It's going down here.
Yeah, go with the bigger time frames. Go with 4 hour and 1 hour. You wanna see this 4 hour basically flipping bearish.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a support. Once we break the support, then the 4 hour goes bearish.
Yeah, 4 hours turned out bearish for me already.
Yeah, so you see how we adjusted the zones based on how price action was moving? Because before the zone, we had support, well, resistance right over here. Price closed above, we started looking for buys, price went up, came down. And once this resistance was formed from the 15-minute, we had to change this all the way up over here because now price action has changed structure. You know, this is why it's very important to every, 3-4 hours, you refresh your zones. Because now since we identified this resistance, then we start talking about a conversation about, okay, if we break the low, then there's a probability for price to continue down to this support, which is like a 14-15 pip range. You know, pretty valid range. And if we break below this range, then obviously we're going to continue down towards, 139,800. Beautiful structure over here. Beautiful market, price action commentary here as well. Gold is back up over here now.
Yeah. Yeah, gold was expected to do this pullback pre-New York with New York session.
Oh wow, we're also reaching this area here now again on the support here. Man, whoever took sells from the break of the slow, if your stops are break even, you're gonna have a big move dropping below 139,960. It's gonna be a big breakdown.
Yeah, now with call, you basically can just buy and close your eye. It's gonna be a massive move to the upside. Because that 1 hour candle, holy moly, screaming easy 50 pips more, which is like $5 move on gold.
I have 1886 as the next area of resistance.
1886?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, based on the hourly candle with that long wick to the downside, I'm expecting easy 40-50 pip move.
Yeah, you've also got the 4 hour just flipped bullish.
Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, man.
Good, mate.
Ryan.
But for me, I'll be waiting for a close above 83 and then, or 83, 84, and then get back in after. I've already closed out. I messed up yesterday as well, Rakeel.
Uh-oh.
Right, so normally on gold, I trade 2.5 lots, yeah? But on gold, I've reduced it down to 1 or 1.25 because it's so volatile at the minute. I put in 12.55. I absolutely bricked myself.
Oh.
I closed so quick. So yeah, I don't know how you deal with it, but to me, it was no.
What was the drawdown?
No, I clicked in, entered. As soon as I seen it, I was like, why is my profit thing changed like that? And then I looked, and obviously on 12 lot, it was like a couple of pips and you're already 200 odd quid down.
Yeah, going from I don't know why, 2.5 to 5 lots, it's double. at first you don't think it's that much of a difference, but it's actually double. So what I did now is that I split it, the 5 lot into 2 positions, so that way I think I'm doing 2 different trades.
Yeah, it's strange what your brain does. Like 1 5 lot is the same as 2 2.5s, but
Right.
Yeah.
But psychologically, you're thinking like, oh, it's 2 different trades, and
What's your target, Rakeel, on gold that you're marking up?
1887. Basically, Kervin said to buy gold and close your eyes, and it didn't even go into drawdowns. It went straight.
Because after, and this is the thing with gold, it's so easy to trade it once you understand how gold moves, because we have seen this a lot. Usually New Year opening, when it's in a bullish run, it tends to do a heavy pullbacks. And you know, once the hourly candle starts turning bullish, which is the right direction, man, you can get easily 40, 50 pips on gold. You know.
Yeah, the worst thing, I got in at like at the bottom and I closed after 25, 30 pips.
Mhm.
So I usually target 50 pips, but after yesterday, I was like, all right, let me just calm down a little bit.
well, it's 15. If it breaks above the previous one, you know, bottom.
Yeah,
wick,
we'll
it
hear
should
you.
be- It's,
You've got 87, which is an area, but that's only an hour. So with it being a 4 hour, it might break through that. After that, you've got 94, 95 area.
yeah, 95. I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we're $3 from 1890. At this point, you know, if anybody took buys from that break of the structure, she'll secure some profits. 1887, we may have a small retracement from there. If not, it's gonna be a quick move to the upside.
Yeah, but there is a COVID news later for USD as well. So make sure you.
Yeah, bad news. Retail sales.
$83 will be perfect entry as well, where Kerwin and Mac, do you know, to get back in it?
Well, I mean, we might.
No, not yet. Yeah. Yeah, so if you have a look at gold on the hour, for it to retest the candle open is 1883. Then also you've got a resistance support there, and then also you've got a wick rejection there. So you've got 3 confluence there that will make it a perfect re-entry, 1883.
Right. On the 1 hour, it looks like this. This makes a box. Here, like this. So you gotta be aware of that wick, this wick, and this body.
Yeah, it's already broke like he. Where is it? Like there. You've got that wick there, then also you've got the candle open there, and then also wick there, and then also your resistance. So for me, that's like a nice buy. The only bad thing is the size of that wick.
Oh yeah.
But there has been news, so
Will there be any guests on Friday? Possibly, yes. Since that's going to be the last stream for the year, Probably gonna get Alex back. You know, Alex Do. Probably gonna try to see if we can get him back, and Jeevan.
What happened to the other Alex, Ricky? He was a nice lad.
Which Alex?
Latandri.
Oh yeah, Latandris. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a nice lad.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing. I guess he started teaching Forex in his university to to like the new undergrads. So that's what he's doing. No, not yet. Yeah, not yet. So the one who gets full marks on his course, I guess we can give him a magic key. I mean, that's what we can do, right? But yeah, that's what he's doing now. Why last trade of the year, last stream of the year? Because there's holidays, right? Don't you guys take holidays? So from the 20th, so I'm going to be on holiday because next week is Christmas, man. So don't trade the Christmas week. If someone blows an account on Christmas week, or if someone loses a big percentage on Christmas week, man, you deserve to lose. Because you could have used that money to buy gifts for your family, for your mom, for your children, wife, boyfriend, whatever. You know, so please, Christmas week, don't trade on Christmas week. Makes no sense. Because take a look at this, right? Yeah, exactly. I'm going to bring up the calendar here for everybody. So if you look on the calendar, I don't even know why Microsoft is using Bing anymore.
Yeah, like who uses Bing?
Bing is just straight garbage, man. Why can't we get a calendar over here? Alright, so there we go. We got a calendar right here, right? So we're sitting on the 17th right over here. Next whole week from Monday till Friday. Look at this. This is Christmas week. This is going to be low. You might get some volume moves here and there, but most of the time it's going to be low volume. And the week after that is what? Again, 28, 29, 30, we move into New Year's Eve, right? And we go into 2021, New Year's Eve, and then the first week of January is going to be a little slower week, and then I'm going to be coming back on the 11th January. So see how it makes sense to not trade a week after New Year, and then to not trade a week after like the week of Christmas and the week after Christmas going into the New Year. It makes no sense to trade at all.
Yeah, you seem to get random spikes at Christmas. I've done it before.
Yeah.
Ends up looking like a Bitcoin chart.
Yeah. Ooh, whoa,
Ooh, go Mo. Whoa, baby.
I knew this shit is gonna fly.
Me too. I was looking at it.
I'm not taking any trades, but I'm glad anybody who took this trade.
So when Kervin mentioned buy gold and close your eyes, he also mentioned it's gonna fly 50 pips. And if you measure from 1883 all the way here, this is 50 pips. Wow, Kervin. Beautiful. Amazing.
Yeah, click hard.
I'm blown away, man. This is Coach Kervin over here.
Good call, man.
Yeah. Amazing call.
Amazing call.
Perfect. Well, I had something to do with it too. Come on, guys.
Mac, you just said yes. That's all you did, but okay, perfect.
Congratulations,
Raja.
This clapping from Mac right there.
Raja.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. Listen, you are the king of GJ. Kerwin is the king of golf.
That is the king of golf.
What am I?
He's not here.
Come on, nothing.
He's not here.
The king of the gulag.
What am I? The king of the. Oh, yeah, okay.
King of the gulag.
I'll work with that.
Max is the prince.
I'm the prince.
Yeah.
Prince sounds kind of suspect, but
You are like the Prince of Bel-Air.
All right.
And Prince of Persia.
1892.
Wow.
And you know what? It's scary, but the next 4-hour candle, it's probably not gonna give you any retest to the downside.
I have 1895 as the next area, but
at this point, anybody who took this trade on gold was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I'm closing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You just made me $35,000. Just kidding.
Very nice.
Just kidding. I wish.
Oh, wait, what?
Hey Mac, can you do me a favor and call my phone? I don't know where I put it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Do you think that bearish candle on gold is a booby trap candle? Yes, that's a perfect booby trap candle.
No, man.
For magic keys, do I need to manually adjust anything on MetaTrader 5? Nope. Or can I just do analysis on TradingView and just click the button on the keys to open trades? Yes. Because I have a Windows PC that isn't good, but it can run MetaTrader 5. I usually do analysis on Mac. Yes.
I'm calling you.
I'm calling you.
I'm calling you.
Oh, it's downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Probably see
gonna-
Nan is playing with it.
Yeah. Yeah, stop spamming the chat, bro. Come on, man.
Kelvin,
Raja, tell us how you
Yeah, man.
spend these holidays when you go to Pakistan. You said it like 20 times. This is not healthy, man.
Kelvin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, listen, man. I gotta ask you something. When you analyze, gold, you go top down to the 4 hours, day hours, and all the way down to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How you do it, buddy?
I mean,
Got it? Got it?
I don't know, man. There's a lot, it's a lot of stuff involved. But
Hey.
basically, I do the analysis on 4 hour, and I start, picturing where the real move is going, and I know how gold tends to behave during your session, as well, GJ. So once you have the idea of where the trend is going based on higher time frames, then you start looking for your buys on that perspective. Like, let's say you have a weekly bullish on gold, so you only start looking for buys. You don't look for sells at that point. Yeah, you may have this retracement, and once you master it, you can get both ways, both moves. But as long you identify the trend based on the bigger time frames, you start dropping down your charts to the lower time frames and look where do you have support, where do you have those rejections. Like this morning was a clear move on gold based on 1 hour candles, because we had a pulse in the market around 1875 toward 1878, based on a 1 hour candle. We did a retest to that area during New York session with this 1 hour candle, but we know that in the last 30 minutes of the 4 hour candle, when you have these bullish moves, you're gonna get these heavy pushes. So as soon the hourly candle start turning bullish, I knew that we're gonna retest we're gonna break that area and go toward 1890.
Also, gold always flips in the last hour of the 4 hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. That's why you have to wait for gold. Basically, you have to sit on your handle a lot of times, because gold is gonna give you a lot of fake outs. But once you get the move the right way and the timing is perfect, you're gonna get these moves really nice. Stress-free trading, man.
Thank you, Kelvin.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's a pleasure.
Well, GJ came down to this area over here. The support, really, really strong support. This area here.
Yeah, today was the prime example of GJ range.
It bounced off the support pre-London, bounced off it again after London Open, bounced off it again at New York Open. So strong support. I was looking at the 30-minute. I was waiting to see if it's going to break the lower here to continue down, but no, man. This thing is strong over here. 139, 970, this 140 area.
TJ may start basically just ranging by
Yeah.
because that support is strong. And
Hey.
the hourly candles closing the way you don't want to trade that. It's strange.
Hey Raja, I will be serving the nation next month. I'm not sure what that means. Wish me luck. Good luck. Hope to see you guys again when I'm out. Oh, good luck, good luck. Does that mean you're going in the army? Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Someone said army or prison. Yeah, nice, man. You know what I heard? In Canada, they will let army administer the vaccines. And I'm like, oh, why do you need the army for? We'll see what happens with that army thing. Is trading on the daily time frame better or on the 1 hour better? See, if you're going to start trading on the daily time frame, you're going to be waiting for a long time. You know, because look at this, right? So daily analysis was to continue up to fill this wick. It took 8 hours to do that. You know, if you're looking at the smaller time frames right over here, let's say, and if you're looking to see that, okay, if price can continue down in this range for like 14, 15 pips, then it took maybe 20 minutes to do that. You know, so it all depends on you, like what time are you looking to hold the trade for? Are you looking to hold trades over 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours? Then obviously you're going to start looking at the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame. If you're starting to look at, if you're going to hold trades for about, let's say like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then obviously you're going to start looking at the 15-minute and the 30-minute time frames. You know, so it all depends on for how much long are you looking to hold trades for. Me, I'm good with like 15 minutes, maximum 10 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, maximum 30 minutes. Sometimes you can get a really good opportunity after the Asian Open to move all the way up into the London Open, which we had last night. And right over here, once we made the support, didn't really break the support, went up to retest the high, continued up higher. It was a really, really good opportunity. And if you look on the 4 hour here now, 4 hour closed below this resistance, so we're not I don't know if it's going to continue moving up or not. So if you look at the 1 hour time frame, I think we need to do some fresh analysis here now, right? So let's do some fresh analysis here on the 4 hour. So 4 hour broke above and it closed above. It also created a resistance here, and this 4 hour candle went through this area and came back and closed below this area. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame here, and now we can adjust the zone on the 1 hour right over here, right? So we got this support on the 1 hour, and we have some sort of a rejection happening below 140, 100. So we drop down to the 30-minute. Yeah, it's pretty messy at this point. It's messy central. So I guess we're going to go off of the 30-minute here because, you know, this is the resistance formed on the 30-minute. If we can break above here, we have a range of about 15, 16 pips. If we break below support, then we have this 20 some range, 20, 30 pip range down towards, you know, 179, 800. Who's been your favorite guest on the stream so far? Trying to rewatch some of the old videos. I think watch the last Friday. I think last Friday we had Alex on. Was it last Friday or was the Friday before that?
It was last Friday.
Last Friday, yeah. That one, that's pretty good.
Ty was dope.
Who's Ty?
Ty billionaire. Ty, man, the rapper.
Oh yeah, Ty. Yeah, like for fun, that's really, really good. Hilarious webinars.
Man.
Yeah. I think see who's free. If Alex free, we're gonna get Alex. If Alex not free, then we're gonna try to get Ty on. And then watch any webinars or streams from last March. Yeah, start watching from last March. We've had Ted on as well regularly. Amazing discussions there. Man, I mean, this is so amazing. Like if you go to YouTube, right? Bro, this is crazy. If you go to YouTube, I just realized it. You go to YouTube, you go to my channel, you go to videos, you go all the way down. Let's go towards, so if you go towards March, right? March, April, those are breakdowns of during the virus coming in and then the lockdowns happening and how those lockdowns have been affecting price action. Because look, these are all live streams saved from last 7-8 months, and I mean, these are during lockdowns and stuff. So I mean, so many discussions happening on that.
Quick question. Oh, for your playlist, do you have a playlist? Do you
No,
move any videos to your playlist? No, right? You just leave it as it is. All right.
this is my playlist right here. A lot of people ask me this. I'm going to show it to you. I go to YouTube audio library. I go over here, YouTube audio library. It's going to open up. See, it opens up over here, and then I choose.
You download it?
Yeah, so I choose genre. You know, I choose the R&B genre or dance genre, whatever, and they just yeah. So just
all right,
random audio.
Then how do you just play it on your computer?
Yeah, I play it on my Windows media player.
Media player. Okay, perfect. Oh, also another thing I wanted to like promote, if I can do it. On my first stream, we had a lot of people come in. We had Ted, we had you, Kerwin, Berner, Jeevan was the main guest. So anyone who wants to rewatch it, if you could look it up right there.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are asking me like they can't find the link for some reason. 'Cause I'm guessing it's a new.
It's called Mac Attack.
Yeah, but just look, yeah, right there, the first one.
Oh, the first one. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I see it because I'm following you. That's why. Yeah, Mac Attack.
Yeah. So that one, that was the most epic one.
Bro, you're almost at 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, man. But we had Ted, Jeevan, Kerwin. It was a very, very, very nice session. Not that one. The first one.
I guess an bullish run on those subscribers, man.
Yeah, it's super bullish right now.
This area over here,
yeah,
you can see it sort of was an indecision.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, this is where we talk about gold.
Yeah, like if you rewind,
Right
like
there. Normally,
maybe
it's a
2
weekly,
minutes
but then
before
when it
that,
consolidates, you're gonna
I
get
was
stuck
talking
in that
about gold.
But I mean, if it does play out, I mean, I could see 1868 hitting
Like 2 minutes
no
before
problem. But like I said, I
right there
think a lot of people that are trading gold don't
right here
respect the way that gold moves. Because when it does trend, it trends hard, but then when it consolidates, you're going to get stuck in that range. But I mean, if it does play out, I mean, I could see 1868 hitting no problem. But like I said, from
the Mac Attack.
Thank you guys. Everyone shut up. I appreciate that.
Where's Raja? It's the last guy we need on here.
Fundamentals helping gold going there because we're coming from a break of a structure based on the weekly candles, and we had a previous rejection from that level from 1870. But in the lower time frames, if we go to the 4 hour, then you have a structure to go somewhere there.
That's right.
Maybe we don't get there, but maybe we can get a nice squeeze toward
this area over here.
Man.
My only issue is
these discussions are so valuable. So valuable. Say for free. I mean, if you want to know how gold went up to this here, that's the stream to look for. Why? What made it go up? I mean, man, crazy. And this is all for free. I can't believe it. This is, we should just delete all these live streams, man. Screw the gulag. Just like keep it for ourselves.
That's the secret sauce right there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Like someone mentioned here, I love how you all guys support each other, from Ted to Raja, from Raja to Kerwin, and now from Kerwin to Mac. This is how we grow. You know, you grow by supporting each other. You don't grow by being individualistic. You know, you don't grow as just one person. You grow as a team, and you go further as a team.
Yeah. As stubborn as you want to be, and you know, you want to be selfish or whatever, you know, self-sufficient or whatever the heck you want to call it, you're always going to need some sort of help, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think at the same time, you need to have passion as well. Because the only reason I do these streams is because I'm really, really passionate about price action. I like trading. I absolutely love trading. I love how candles move. And I think that shows, you know, you can sense the same thing from like Kerwin, you know, when he talks about price action and candles, same thing with Ted, same thing with Mac now. And also Gulag, you can see like we have the same faces here in Zoom on the webcams. You guys can see the webcams. We have the same guys here every day. It just proves that they're here because they love it. You know, it's not like the money comes later on, but it's the passion that comes first. And I mean, online you can see a lot of new guys. You know, they start the live streams, and you can notice like how the live streams are kind of like. See now, I don't want to talk down on them, but like sometimes some live streams I look at, they're not as engaging. You know, or it's just the engaging part is missing there. You know, so I mean, if you're engaging, man, you're entertaining people, you're talking about stuff, anything, it like people come back. You know, like they will support you, and you support each other, and then you'll grow at the same time.
Of course, and at the end of the day, you're performing. You know, you can, you know, take your message across the board if you're just bland and boring. Like nobody wants to listen to you. For that, just go to school. You know, not saying don't go to school, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because we have an organic growth that we're becoming better day by day, and it's because we are allowing other people to participate in this thing. Imagine if Raja, like a year ago, it was only him sharing the ideas and it doesn't let anybody else to participate. Then it's you know it's like kind of having like this power inside a cage, not letting the power go out. Now I can see things that I wasn't able to see 6 months ago. So now I feel the confidence. But what about if Raja keep me in a cage and don't let me participate? And that's the thing. And you know, I strongly believe that you become better by helping others, by lifting others.
Me too. I am a strong believer in that. All right, so I think we should call it a day already. It's 9:10.
All right, Mac, take care.
All right, bye.
Have a good day. What are you up to today?
I'm gonna go hit the gym and then I'm gonna go visit the hospital again. the front line, the trenches.
Man, you sent the videos yesterday and I was shocked.
Imagine my level of anxiety, bro, when I was in there.
I mean, they had people in the hallways. Holy.
I had this person that had just, you know, I saw him and he just had a stroke. His eye was just bloodshot and popping out. And then a majority of the people were like over 70, I guess, and they just, you know, respirators on the bed. Like, I don't even want to remember because my grandpa's in there right now. So, yeah, but he's good. Out of everyone, he was the healthiest one.
Holy man.
Anyway, bye guys. Be safe.
Take
care.
Bye.
Take care.
Mark. Take care, my brother. Catch you later.
Bye, guys.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, all right. All right, everyone.
Oh.
Take care.
Okay, man.
Have fun.
Take care, my brother.
Thank you guys. Yes, sir. Have a great day.
Yeah, Roger, Kerwin.
Yeah, man. Be good, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raja.
Bye.
Adios, Kerwin.
Adios.